Okay. Let's see how we do. All right, there we go. That looks a little better. I think that looks a little better. Okay. And if not, well, then screw it. You know? Where is the. On the wall? Is this the wall? Yeah, that's the wall. But that's a different wall. There's dirt on that. Hmm. Where is the dirt? Where is the dirt, I say? Huh. There it goes. That's weird. I didn't see that at all. Hmm. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Welcome. Make sure that's going. That is going. Good. Excellent. Ah, yes. Hello, Ian. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. How's it going? Oh, you know what? It's not getting, I'm not getting any chat from there. That's weird. You doing good? Awesome. All right, now it's connected. Hopefully. You're a kid? Excellent. That's okay. Hey, there we go. Now I can see you chat on the chat thing. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Yep. Everybody's welcome here. As long as people are cool and aren't mean and aren't rude, then yeah, everybody's welcome. We like to have everybody here that we can. So I don't know if you like Star Wars, but this is a Star Wars New Day, New People. Absolutely. And this is Star Wars DLC, and I am dressing up a little bit as Emperor Palpatine from the Star Wars movie. Oh, first one. Nice. Nice. So I will do a bunch of other voices, but I will probably do a lot of Darth Vader and a lot of Emperor Palpatine. And it's going to be kind of a relaxing stream, but we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Emperor Palpatine. Have you seen any of the Star Wars movies? That's the question. Entrance stairs. And normally I like to be in the clean part when I do the dirty stuff, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Good. Stop. You have seen them? Okay, which ones have you seen? Or which one's your favorite, I should say. Alright. Excellent, my apprentice. I find you lack faith, Mister. I do like that they gave it a little, you watched the third one? Nice. Okay. I do like they gave it a little, like, little laser sounds when they shoot, little blaster sounds. And when he jumps, it's got that. third one's the only one you watch. That's okay. It's a good one. Yes. Right, the stairs are done. The stairs are done, my master. Excellent. Now the plan is complete. Oh, I'm afraid Uncle Owen's house will be quite destroyed by the time you arrive. Oh, that's what I needed. There we go. All right. Okay. Do I want a donut? I would love a donut. What kind of donuts you got? Oh, I love donuts. Donuts are amazing. Okay. Well, yes. Let's work on the door. Does that panel have it? Nope. We're just kind of chilling out. Good morning, Melissa. How are you today?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I sense a great disturbance in the force. Welcome, 011. Let me herald your appearance. I present 011, the newest leader of the Empire. What is thy bidding, my master? Oh, you already gave it to me? Huh? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ah, chocolate's good. I figured you had to kind of get into the role, you know? I decided to put on a little relaxing music to help get me in the mood. And some say I like to get a little too carried away. But they are fools who don't know the power of the dark side of the Force. Hello, Cactus. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Cactus. We are here cleaning up this fool's old mess. Had he only seen, it was too late, my son. So yeah, we're going to have some Star Wars music on today. We're going to have this cloak as it cooks me under these lights as I slowly turn into a baked lobster. And then we're going to have some music over on the purple app. So I hope you're all having a good time. If you want to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, well, that's your problem. It is approximately 783 degrees right here under this thing. Sure, Ian, if you're allowed to. If you're allowed to do that. There's not much going on in the Discord at the moment, but that's all right. You are welcome to join. Unless you're part of the Rebel Alliance, then you are not allowed. The Discord is only for the dark side of the Force. Oh, so nice. Everything looks pretty. Oops, stairs. Any more? Ooh, so nice. I love the way it all gets all nice and clean. Otherwise, it's just a mess, you know. I think there's going to be a lot of those voices today. A lot of those voices. You know, won't be some of the... Yeah, you'll have some of the regular ones, you know. Some of the regular voices. We'll have some Peter. Actually, I'm not looking for any mods right now, but thank you for asking. But when I do look for mods, I will certainly keep you in mind. All right. And I'm assuming, just want to make sure, Melissa, you can hear the Star Wars music, right? In that app. I just want to make sure that that's playing. Well, you know, we're trying to get a new public image. Okay, good. We're trying to get a new public image after that whole fiasco. So we're out finding people's houses that need to be cleaned. And we're doing it for free and putting it on our YouTube channel. And there will be a reveal before and after. So like and subscribe. Kinda need... Oh, what that one? Louis hopped on shorts and yours was the first one I see. Well, that's cool. Like that. Ooh, it's warm already. It is warm, I tell you. All right, let's work on these pipes. All right. Walls. It's going to be a very relaxing, chill day today. That's right. I do like that when you turn off the jet and turn it back on, you get a little like pistol sound, like little laser sound. And then when you jump, you get a little cool sound. So this is one of those days where if you wonder what it's like to be all relaxed, this is going to be a stream for you. If you like Palpatine and wondered what he's like when he's in his downtime. You can see all the... Look at that. Now, thankfully, there are no dead bodies or skeletons in the front. We don't deal with that. We're just a cleanup crew, you know. That's disgusting. Yes. We are not in the business of skeleton removal. That is for other people. So why did Palpatine turn a new leaf? Well, you know, we got a lot of bad publicity from those so-called documentaries that came out. Oh, look at Luke, he's such a good guy. Look at Ray. Oh, she's such a cool girl. Made me look like a bitter old man. I like to have fun. I like to do things. I go swimming at the beach. I like puppies and kittens. But do they show that side of me? No, just the evil side. Trying to shock people. So I decided to take it into my own hands. It's the producers. They're the ones at fault. Their own lazy narrative. It's easy to paint, so they need a bad guy. You know how it is. Ordered my soap. Oh, well, well, well. The game has changed, my friends. Everything will be clean in about 2 seconds. I still need some stuff up there. I still need it up there. Go. Now we're getting a lot of dings. It's already done. See, I like to be mellow. I sometimes go apple picking in the fall. But do they ever show that? No. Only me just trying to manipulate people, so they say. Am I just cleaning up because the town has lost all their residents? I'm not sure what happened to these fine folks. I'm sure they're fine, though. But I just go around from planet to planet, finding homes that are in disrepair. And I help them. I'm sure these fine people, Owen in Peru, I'm sure they're fine. They had some weird Halloween decorations out in the front. It's not even Halloween and they had skeletons. That's what we do. Also, don't forget, if you're watching this YouTube channel, to like and subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Yes. Might need a ladder here. Oh, I don't mean to, this is my jam. Hola, BattleBots. I don't know the words, but, nice. I find it to be more entertaining. This is what I do when I stretch in the morning. When I go out for my evening jog on the Space Destroyer, I put this in my Walkman and I jam out to it. It's amazing how many skeletons there seem to be in the middle of the city. Yes. Welcome back, Emily. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily has returned. Welcome. How you doing, Emily? Just have a little fun. You want this, don't you? Take my controller. Strike this dirt down with all your hate, and your transformation to the dark side will be complete. I think this is... Dude, this cloak is huge, by the way. It is, like, ridiculous. You're doing good? How am I? I am doing very well, thank you. Although I have sensed a great disturbance in the force. Yeah, just having a good time. We're like relaxing, cleaning up the messes of the Rebellion Alliance. Besides the March of the Empire, which is the Darth Vader's theme, this might be my favorite theme. Piece of music from the Star Wars franchise. What you up to today? Doing anything exciting? Is that all good? My courtyard wall. What's this? Only downside to this novel I'm doing is it's not good up close, but from distance, packs a punch. Packs a punch. Nothing exciting? Okay. That's alright, just chilling out. Well, this game will help you just kind of mellow. If you're looking to mellow, this game will help you do that. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. And I have a whole bunch of, I just grabbed a whole bunch of, like, Star Wars movies, shows, whatever, just stuff there. Just this big, giant playlist, so some of the stuff I won't even know. But that's alright. Yeah, it's a good day to chill. Thursdays are always a good day to chill out. Hard because I can't always see. I also can't see everything that I normally can because of this thing. It's huge. If I showed you how, like, large this hood is, you would be, like, amazed. It engulfs my entire head. Like, it, like, comes down to, like, my chest. Whew. Well, it makes a ding. It makes a ding when you clean, when you finish. So if you see in the upper left, that courtyard wall, and you see that little meter, it'll tell you, like, it shows you how much you have left to go. And so as you're doing it, it'll go down, and if you go over a different part, then it switches. And then you know you're finished with it, that it's completely clean when you hear that ding. And then it won't, there won't be any of the orange. So you can also see the orange by pushing on a button. It'll highlight everything that still is dirty, where there's dirt. I should just do the floor. See, this thing, like I said, is great from distance. It's super fast. It's like a very fast way to clean. But up close, it's not the most effective because you start getting the lines. But from a distance, you can't really beat it. Here are the others. If you're going to be up close, do that, and we can move these out of the way. So it's just a very nice, relaxing. We can move the ladders out of the way. So what are you guys up to? What are you up to today, Melissa? Anything exciting? Or are you just mathing? Doing all your math? Working at the moment? You're not. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean. Ah, yes. That is why I have such a nice, light complexion. I am fully clean. Let's get under here. We can't leave any nooks and crannies. Hey, Pavel, how you doing? How's it going? You doing all right? It's your pal Peter Griffin. We're doing a little Star Wars stuff today, so you want to say hi there, Emperor Palpatine? Hello, Pavel. Welcome to the dark side of the Force. Yeah, you got anything else? You've just been kind of creeping everybody else doing that, you know? Well, that's what I do. Yeah, but how about... Hey, Joe, do you want to, maybe you want to say hi.
Hey, Pavel, how you doing? Joe Swanson. Playing a little Star Wars DLC for Powerwash Simulator.
Yes, the cape keeps the sun out. It's very nice.
What's thy bidding, my master?
How you doing? You doing okay? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, look, we're almost, we're four subs away from 200. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get that today, maybe. Yeah. Let's get this all nice and clean. Is that done? No, that's not done. All right, see, oh, look at this. Look at, here's where they get you, see? See, you know, most companies just do the outside. We here like to do the inside, so we make sure everything's nice and clean. We don't cut any corners here. I like it. I like it. I think it's going to be a very, very slow day today. And you know what? I don't care. Our storage wall. Let's get this storage wall done. That sensor. Gotta make sure your sensors are working properly. Because everyone knows that the water and electronics go really well. That's how you clean all your electronics, is you dunk them in water. There we go. Get behind there, don't want to let any of that get in there. Yeah, they really put the dirt everywhere. How do I get in there? Excellent. That's alright. So it's just a nice day. We're just having a nice day. Gotta get the toys. Don't forget the toys. The children don't like dirty toys. How am I gonna get that? I gotta do soap. Soap. There we go. Get some soap in there. go. That's better. That's the floor. That one's done. Cannot see. I can't see. Hey, a message from Luke. Hey, Uncle Owen didn't tell me we had a new droid in the farm. You're from Mechas 3, aren't you? A POW V0W2 worker droid. Great, even the droids have seen more of this galaxy than me. I almost said galaxily. Ah, yes, Luke Skywalker, the biggest crybaby in the first part of the trilogy. I don't get to go out anywhere. I want to go out. Why can't I go out? Uncle Owen, you're mean. I won't never get to do anything. It's cool to see his character change. Now, I am not one of those, like, super hardcore, die-hard Star Wars nerds. Like, actually, in the canon, Luke was actually born on June 7th, and, you know, his favorite ice cream was Rocky Road. You know, like, I don't know all that stuff. Storage room crate. Ooh. Gotta get in the cracks there, gotta get in there. Power, unlimited power. Yes. Unlimited power. Alright. And here we go. Ah, that looks so nice. That looks so nice. See? All clean, nice, and then... Ugh. Ugh. What is all this? I don't know what this song is from, but... Probably from one of the new shows or movies. My guess, anyway. That's so nice and clean. Welcome, my friends, welcome. The dark side of the Force is the pathway to many abilities. Some may consider to be unnatural, like having a clean floor. I can tell when you need power washing. Sister. Vader goes out to, like, sell contracts. I need you to sign the plans. Nope, I'm the only one home. If you won't sign up for this, then maybe she will. So you have a sister. Obi-Wan's failure is now complete. She won't sign up for power washing services. Maybe she will. Ah! And then Luke goes crazy. No, it's not a hidden fee. It's a later. It's a reminder. It's a post work fee. Just a reminder of all the good work we did. We do the table and then the legs of their own thing. Where are you? What are we missing? We're missing something. Missing something over here, too. Chair's done. This chair, not so much. Maybe it's up here. Is it up here? Oh. Around. There we go. Come on, where is it? Oh, it's the whole table. Gotcha. Thought it was just the legs. But it's not. It is the whole table. Chair's done. That chair is done. This chair is not. How disgusting this place is. Look at how disgusting this place is. What, did somebody die here? You guys just... A couple people die here and not do anything? Nope, don't mind the red, yeah. That was a artistic choice. It's just paint. Yes. Thank you, Susan. Alright. Yeah. It's gonna be a chill day. Gonna be a nice chill day. Level 8. The children were just playing with markers. That's right. These are just drawings. Next to those totally fake skeletons. That's all done. Ah, the dining room is complete. Okay, this is not complete. That panel? Yeah, you'd be surprised. They make like everything. You gotta watch like everything. We're not gonna go inside yet. We're gonna stay outside. Right, let's get the floor. Let's get this out of the way. Just getting the floor just makes everything seem so much nicer. So yeah, I haven't really watched much of a lot of the Disney stuff that they put out. Said after I watched, I think the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. I watched that. I watched the Boba Fett. I watched the first season of Boba Fett. I don't know if there's more. And then I watched the Ben Kenobi one, I think. Just because there was Vader in it. Now, like, Vader is my all-time, like, probably my all-time favorite movie character of anything. I am a huge, huge, huge Darth Vader fan. So anything that was like, oh, it's going to have Vader in it, I was like, okay, I'm in. I am in. You know? And I watched all 9 movies. I watched, I haven't seen Solo, which everyone said is really good. So I should probably see it. And then I saw gosh, what's that one called? That takes place between episodes 3 and 4, where they get the plans. What's the name of that one? My brain is blanking. My brain is braining. What was the name of that one? Do you know that one? Now, New Hope. It's the one between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Where Vader just goes ham on everyone at the end. And what I like about that one is that has Donnie Yen in it. He's in the movie. He is also in these martial arts movies that I like called Ip Man. He plays Ip Man, so he's in. Gosh, why can't I remember the name of that movie? What is the name of that? What is the Star Wars movie that takes place between? Whoops, no. I hate when it takes a minute. What is the Star Wars movie that takes place between Episode 3 and 4? Yes, Rogue One. Sorry, you're right. You got it. Yeah. So I like that one too. That one's pretty good. Except for me, I found it. And I don't know if you've seen that or not, but I don't know how big of a Star Wars fan you are, but that one was hard for me to like kind of invest in anybody emotionally, because if you know the story, then you kind of know what's going to happen. And so it's like, why do I get invested in them when I know this thing's going to happen? But again, it had Donnie Yen, who played Ip Man in these movies that I like called Ip Man. So he's in it, and so that's always nice to see. You know, it's always when you see like actors that you like, oh yeah, he's in it, and then oh no, he's in it. I know what that means. So that was like my biggest thing, you know, I was like, oh, that's a really good one. And I said, yes, but for me anyway, just being a kind of a practical snob, just kind of like, like they're not gonna, these people aren't gonna appear in any other movies, so they're like, oh, this is a suicide mission, and you're, you know, probably not gonna make it. And then they even say so in, you know, in 4, where they're like, how they all, you know, sacrifice their lives. That's true. That's true. And then, like I said, you know, I am a Donnie Yen fan, so I was like, well, I do like him. I am one with the Force, and the Force is one with me. Who is who? Hey, welcome back, Cactus. How you doing? Kind of like the red shirts in Star Trek. If you're wearing a red shirt in Star Trek, you're not going to make it. Unless you're Captain Picard. What the hell is happening here, for Christ's sake? I don't know, Captain. I don't even know if that's right. I like doing that. I actually never watched Star Trek. Because back then it was like you could either do one. You're either a Star Trek guy, or you're a Star Wars guy. And I was a Star Wars guy, so. Welcome, by the way. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like or subscribe or something. My name is Brian, and I do voices. And today we are playing Star Wars DLC. Take your controller. Strike down this dirt, and your transformation to the dark side of the Force will be complete. Yep, so that's what we do. I do a bunch of other voices. I do a lot from Family Guy, including Peter Griffin. And Joe. Joe, do you want to say hi? You want to say hi to everyone, Joe?
Hey, Peter, why do you always make me say hi? I don't want to say hi.
That's because the people want to hear you, Joe. What about you, Quagmire?
Giggity. Alright, but I'm trying to play, Star Wars.
Yeah, but you got to say hi to people, though. You can't just, like, ignore them. That's kind of rude, you know?
Yeah, Peter, you talk to him, okay?
Well, maybe Cleveland will do it. Cleveland, you want to say hi? Oh, hey, y'all. My name is Cleveland Brown. Welcome to my stream. Actually, it's not your stream there, Cleveland. It's Brian's stream. He does about 70 or so different voices. Actually, can do over 100 when he's doing things properly, and when his voice cooperates. But you know how it is. Sometimes things don't cooperate. You go, hey, I'm sorry. This has never happened before.
I get that one, giggity. Actually, I don't.
Hey, Brian, you gonna play some Star Wars DLC?
Yes, dude, I'm gonna.
Excellent. I hope we get some cool hits too.
Some what?
Cool hits.
Why are you saying it like that?
Saying what? Cool hits. And then from there, if you're not doing that, hey, what's up there, Ellie? How you doing? Welcome back, Ellie, ladies and gentlemen. Ellie is back. Hey, Siggy, welcome back to the channel, Ellie. Hey, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you.
And of course, then there's, if you don't like Family Guy, you always have The Simpsons. Oh, The Simpsons. My name is Homer Simpsons, and today I am fighting dirt.
Excellent. Well, it's dirt cleaning.
Yes, sir, it is.
Can we release the hounds?
Sir, there's no hounds to release on Tatooine.
So we have a bunch from The Simpsons. We have a bunch from Family Guy.
We have Morgan Freeman. Yes. That's when they realized Tatooine was a lot dirtier than they just thought. I'd like to tell you that Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru made it off Tatooine. I'd like to tell you that. But Star Wars ain't no fairy tale. And of course we have Severus Snape. Behold the power of the dark side of the Force. Now turn to page 394.
Is it 394? Is that the number? I always forget. So yeah, my name's Brian. I do a bunch of voices. We do some comedy-related stuff. I've been a professional comedian for several decades, and so if you have questions about stand-up comedy, we talk about that stuff. If you like voice impressions, we do that. We do a bunch of different gaming. We do some chill gaming, like we're doing now. We do some shootery gaming. We do some action-y gaming. We do all sorts of stuff. So if that's something you might be interested in, then please consider liking or subscribing. It really helps the channel. Like the live stream or whatever. It helps the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, enjoy the gentle sounds of and unwind. Just unwind. And unwind. So yeah. And if you say hi, I will do some voices for you in the chat, just as a little heads up. So that's kind of what I do. There are some other voices that I do. There's a whole bunch that I do, but and I fixed my my roulette wheel so that I can bring those back out again. The gentle sounds of Powerwash. Say, you wouldn't want to stay here after this, would you? I'm hoping I can leave this farm soon so I can join Biggs at the academy. If my uncle and aunt had some help around here, maybe I could leave early. Why are you so whiny, Luke? Why Luke is so whiny? Okay, let's a little lower. Get low. Get low, 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 low. The moisture vaporizer chiller bar. Oh, nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I really like this game. I really didn't know. I was like, who the hell is going to play a game about power washing? You know, it's like, why would anyone do that? And then I don't even know how I got. It must have been like free on like PlayStation or something. Yeah, keeps falling down. Oh, sorry, gotta pick this up. Imagine Palpatine dancing to Get Low.
Or, no, I would never do that. Mine is drop it like it's hot. That's more my style.
But I was like, yeah, who the hell is going to play a game about power washing, you know? And then I was like, well, let me try it. And then I was hooked. Like, I was like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Don't mind me, I'm using a little forced levitation right here. A little too close, apparently. You gotta get the underside, right? You gotta get the underside there. A lot of people, they forget to get the underside. You gotta get the undercarriage when you're washing. You don't want that stinking. Everything else looks good. You're like, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that from? And you forget to wash the undercarriage. Always wash your undercarriage, kids. Little life lessons. Let's see. Always wash the undercarriage. Alright. I don't recognize any of this music from any of the shows. But again, I've not watched all of them, so. Is it like a slow jam? Must be the credit music to one of the movies? Possibly, yeah. It's just a slow jam where Grogu gets to dance. Grogu and Groguette. Now what we got? Done. That's not done. That's done. That's not done. Let's move over here. What do we
I waste so much water in this game. That. What I could say, I think that's good. That part's good. There'll be times I'll just like leave this and I'll like go get a drink and I'll come back and I'm like, I've wasted so much water. Alright. And plus I'm doing this backwards. From what I've been told by all the professional power washers, you start up high with everything. You start up top and work your way down, so the water just keeps going down and will sometimes wash away some of the other stuff. Again, I am no expert, so I just go by what they tell me. I go the opposite. I usually do like the ground first.
So I don't like standing in filth. It's gross. I think it's gross to sit there and stand in dirt. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And I can't quite hear all the music either because I got a lot of going on in my head. So if it ever gets to like something really weird or whatever, just let me know and I will reset it and fix it. And can I place that? Probably can't place it because of you. It's a trap. What kind of dance music do you listen to, Admiral Akbar? Trap. You must be working for a pistachio company with all the water? Yeah. Okay, is that everything? Over here? Ooh, we got some ding. I think we got that. Oh, look at all that dirt. Hey, this is the part where everybody gets medals in episode 4, except for Chewbacca. So Luke gets a medal, Han gets a medal, and Chewbacca's like, what about me? And they're like, nope. Sorry, I'm Princess Leia. You don't get a medal. What the hell? Why don't I get one? Well, because you're a big furry teddy bear, and teddy bears don't like medals. He's like, what the hell? I'm a Wookiee. I did all the work. Welcome back, Ian. What is everyone's favorite Star Wars movie, if you have one? If you've ever seen a Star Wars movie, what is your favorite one? Which one? I know a lot of people really love Empire Strikes Back. A lot of people say that that's the best. Alright, is the floor done? The floor is done. That's done. I think everything out here is clean except for this crate. These crates are disgusting. You were just scrolling, and then you saw me. Yeah, that's cool. Well, glad to have you back. Yeah, I don't know how well these games translate to watching on stream as far as like for being satisfying. But I will tell you,
These games are insanely satisfying to play. Like if you like those type of videos, this game is just oh. And there's so much free DLC. This one's not. This one was paid, but they also had like the first game. They had SpongeBob was one of them. Um, they had Adventure Time was the one before this, which I never watched Adventure Time, so I didn't really enjoy it as much. But if they did like a Simpsons or like a Family Guy one, I would be like totally in. But they had like a Warhammer DLC. They had a Lara Croft Tomb Raider one. In the first one, that's so good, so much fun. It's a great way to just de-stress. If you have like a long day at work and you just need to unwind. Yes. I like unwinding sometimes with a nice...
Sometimes when I get back home from ruling the galaxy, I like to sit back and unwind with a nice, refreshing beverage and a game of Powerwash Simulator.
It's nice. It's nice. And I don't know if you noticed, if you ever see the earlier games where Darth Vader is sitting there looking away, this is what he's doing. He's playing this, and then the helmet comes down, and he's like, okay, I guess I gotta work now. Oh, look at all that. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky dirt. We'll go in there in a minute. Let's get this raised floor, shall we? Ooh, a little bit lag, a little bit lag. Guess if I had to pick my favorite movie of all of the 9 base movies, I'd probably say Return of the Jedi, just because that's like, I don't know, that's the most action, I think. I mean, all of them have C-3PO in it, so that's kind of bad, but even the prequels are like, how can we make... And even the 3 ones afterwards, like... Like, does C-3PO have to be in every effing movie? God, I hate C-3PO. That's my unpopular opinion. And people are like, what's an unpopular opinion you have? I'm like, C-3PO is terrible, and I would rather Jar Jar Binks than C-3PO. I'm like, what? Not C-3PO? No, he's so manly and helpful. It always just sounds like he stepped in something gross. He's like, ew, R2, ew, ew, it's all squishy, you know? No. Man up, C-3PO. I don't like him. Ew, R2, R2. I just, no.
I would much rather my characters have some sort of power. And all he does is just annoy people.
That's all he does is annoy people, you know? They're like, yeah, we're going to do this. The odds are, you know, and the whole, never tell me the odds, kid. You know, that whole thing. Like, that's all he is just a robotic wet blanket. That's all he is. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion. People are like, no, we love C-3PO. Oh, he's great. So, I get it. It's a me thing. It's a me thing. I understand. It's me. But, yeah, I hate C-3PO. I think he sucks. But that's all he does. The odds are In fact, when I was younger, when they were, it's like Anakin whining, yeah. Oh, Anakin winning or whining? Yeah, whining. Yeah. Well, and then Luke is a huge like crybaby in the beginning, in Episode 4. Like he is such a big crybaby. I want to do this. When can I get to go there? No, I'll never be. Like, okay, relax, Luke. That's why I choose the dark side of the Force. Because we don't whine. Even though Anakin was now part of the dark side of the Force. But now he's Vader. And Vader doesn't whine. They're just very casual. I was going somewhere with that. Now I don't remember where I was going with it. But yeah. Long story short, I hate C-3PO. And I get it. It's a me thing. I know. I think that's why I did it. Oh, I was talking about my favorite one. I think for just like a mixture of locations, I mean, it's so hard. Like Empire Strikes Back, like the whole battle at Hoth Ice Planet in the beginning, like that is so good. But then you have the pit at Sarlacc on, Return of the Jedi, so that's like great too. And you do have the Ewoks, which some people like, some people don't. Speaking of, I am listening to the Ewoks theme, and they didn't, and then they went and changed it. I didn't like the re-edits that they did when they edited in, and they changed the the Ewok song at the end, the celebration song at the end of Return of the Jedi, and then they put Jabba in Episode 4. I don't know. I'm not sure. Last Jedi, Luke becomes apathetic towards the Force and no longer sees the purpose of fighting. Great movie. Oh, you were talking about this earlier, right? We were talking about this. See, that's my problem, though, with that Let's Mo. And by the way, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome back. Let's give a nice round of applause to our friend Let's Mo. There you go. Thank you. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. So here's my problem with that, and I totally respect your opinion on that, which I think is great. Like, it's a good perspective. But mine is like, I grew up with watching it, and Luke was like such a great character, and so I watched the evolution of him into this hero, right, over the course of the original trilogy. And then you don't see him again, and it's been like 40 years, and so you have this image and this perspective of who Luke is for 40 years, and then all of a sudden it's like it's completely changed, and he's completely just opposite of what he was, and so it just comes as like a shock, like what is this, So for me, as a fan of all the originals and stuff, it was kind of like what are we doing here? What are you doing this? But I get, why people like it. Ellie, you've never watched anything Star Wars related? Really? Okay. Interesting. Just not your thing? Not like a sci-fi or whatever? Have you watched like Star Trek? I haven't watched Star Trek, so... some people just don't like sci-fi, and so that's totally respectable and understandable too. I know some people would freak out, "Oh, you've never seen Star Wars? What?" Yeah. And I'm not one of those that like gatekeeps or anything. Like I think you can all have your opinion. You can like it. You can not like it. You can watch it. You don't have to watch it. Because I think when people get all like super snobby about it, then it's like, well, hell, I'm not gonna watch it then. Nah, not a soft. Okay, what are some of your favorite movies? Out of curiosity, what type of stuff do you watch? There's a lot to fill in the blank, definitely. The hotter he leaned to the light, the stronger the dark became. So why fight? That's that's interesting. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, with that. And yeah, everything when he tries to teach Ben Solo, but it was just very jarring. It was just very jarring to me that it was like that was the change. And then obviously, the sacrificing at the end, which is fine, but it's just like I don't know. It'd be like if they did another like Lord of the Rings trilogy or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like Frodo is or Bilbo, yeah, Frodo is just like this completely different, and just like I don't care. You guys do whatever you want with the ring. You know what I mean? Like it just seems so weird that the main character, the main protagonist of all these things, who gets his redemption story, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do something completely different. Which, again, absolutely they're right, but like I wasn't going to see the last one, but I was like, I have to. Most people expected Marvel Cinematic style Luke Skywalker. The Luke they wrote was not a fighter, but more of a philosopher. I felt it was new and somewhat believable. Yeah, again, I think that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, maybe he just fought so much that he was like, yeah, why bother? It just it's just jarring when that's you don't if they had shown that kind of like transition, then I think to me it's more palatable. Just my perspective, and I'm not saying you're right or wrong. Hey, Blocks, hey, welcome back. How you doing? Good to see you again. But just to like, again, it was just kind of jarring because it was all of a sudden this is who he is. I find I feel a great disturbance in the force. Meanwhile, Ellie's like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You're just talking about gibberish. You're just saying words right now to me. We're just kind of nerding out a little, Ellie. So I apologize for that. But happy to talk about whatever. That's what happens sometimes with sci-fi and fantasy nerd. Uncle Owen says you might be a bit too specialist to help out here. We have to somehow get you a vocabulator installed and some new tools, and then something else, but I didn't read it quickly enough. By the way, if anyone over on the Red app, which is the tubes of view, is interested, and they have the Purple app, which is being twitchy. We are playing a lot of the music from the movies over there, so if that's stuff you like, you're welcome to be over there. And if not, glad to have you over. Felt the same way initially, but you were more. The more you pondered on it, it became very deep and important, even relevant to the current climate. All right. Well, you know what? I really do. I do respect that opinion because it's very easy to just kind of go along with whatever and hate everything. And I have been known to draw power from hate on movies. Yes, my master. So I appreciate that, and I like that you take a different philosophical look at it. Look at this. Look at how powerful this one is. This thing is just like this one just rips through everything. It's just such a great way to like, lack of a better word, power wash. You want to power through something from Power Wash Simulator. This is one to do it. So how do you feel? We were talking, Melissa and I were talking about this earlier. How do you feel about Rogue One? And I was saying my thoughts were I enjoyed the movie, but I had a hard time connecting to the characters because if you know what's going on in the movie, for me anyway, like the fact that I knew what the story was in relation to the universe, I had a hard time connecting with anyone because I knew what was going to happen to everybody. It's like techno Mandalorian music. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. You loved Rogue One? Best of all the new ones for sure. Well, I like that Donnie Yen was in it, so that's kind of like my thing. But I just, again, just was like, like, why do I care about any of these guys? Why should I invest emotionally? Because that's going to be it. That's going to be it for them. I know what the mission is that they're on, and I know what happens in that mission because they talk about it in the beginning of episode 4. Although I did love seeing Vader just go ham on everybody at the end. I was saying earlier, I'm a huge Darth Vader fan. So one of my favorite characters in any in cinema. Period. Love Vader. Absolutely love Darth Vader. He had the power to his voice. Yes, my master. And I am also excited, this is not Star Wars related, but it is Lord of the Rings related. I am excited for the new Lord of the Rings movie that they're doing. I just wonder why they're doing Gollum as the character, but hey, I love, and I'm not saying I hate Gollum because I love Gollum, and I love Andy Serkis's Gollum. It's a voice that I would pay so much money to be able to do an impression of, and if I could do that impression, that would be the only way I would talk. I would talk like Gollum every day. That is all I would talk like. I wouldn't even, no one would know what my real voice sounded like. I tend to enjoy movies where everyone dies. Without Rogue One, episode 4, 5, 6 couldn't happen. And that Vader scene, yes, I agree. The Vader scene is just beautiful. I don't mind that everyone dies. You know what I mean? Like, I certainly don't mind. I watch a lot of, like, Japanese movies and Korean movies, and so there are a lot of movies like that where, you know, the protagonist dies at the end or doesn't make it or whatever. So I don't mind those at all. That's not my issue. It's just going into it knowing everyone is going to die. Like, that's when it's kind of like, well, why do I care? Like, I love getting sucked into a movie and you go, oh, I love this guy. And then, you know, everyone dies at the end. And you're like, no, like that is like nice. That's powerful. But this was kind of like, you just know. Yeah, seriously, I'm not even joking, Melissa. Nobody would know what my voice sounds like if I could speak like Gollum. I would just, what I would do is I would do like a faceless channel, a streaming channel. It would just be Gollum playing That's all I would do. Or we get the Tatooine or Cantina music.
He doesn't like you. And I don't like you either.
It was more about how it happens rather than what happens. Agreed. But I think part of a movie is you have to kind of invest in the characters a little bit. For me, again, for me personally.
I'm a creepy guy. I'm a creepy guy.
I would. I'm telling you. That's all I would do. You'd hear "My Precious" over and over again.
Yes. Yes, my precious. My precious. We want it. Take your precious. Strike me down with all your hate, and your transformation to the dark side will be complete.
The betrayal, the ruthlessness they had to engage to make it work, sacrifice their lives, generate hope for the galaxy. All right. You know, I think. Oh, hey there, 011. I think I'm going to do a Star Wars marathon this weekend. Long time since. There you go. If you haven't seen, like, if people haven't seen them, they're always good for like a watch. You know. I would you recommend to someone who's never seen Star Wars? Would you recommend to watch them chronologically, or in the order in which they come out, or sequentially? Yeah. So I would always be like, I still think I would tell people to watch like 4, 5, 6 first, then go 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9. Because I think you can't lose that scene at the end of Empire. The big twist. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just because otherwise it's like maybe you feel differently about Anakin and Vader and whatever, and then you know the secret, and so like that whole thing, there's none of that surprise that's going on while it's happening. And I would do the same with the Lord of the Rings, especially because the Hobbit movies weren't nearly as good. They were not nearly as good as the original trilogy of the Lord of the Rings. And so if you have someone watch the first 3 Hobbit movies, they may not get to the Lord of the Rings. That's kind of what I think. That's what I think. So I would probably say, if I had to pick, going back several minutes, half an hour ago, I would probably say Return of the Jedi might be my favorite. Just because you have the culmination of Luke's story. 1, 2, 3, the whole thing, very complex, yeah. Plus you go from modern special effects to 80s Jim Henson, which was great, but difficult, transition. Yeah, where everything's nice and shiny after seeing decades of beat up vehicles and Alright. I definitely tend to agree with that. Oh, left some stuff in here. It's not done. Where is it? I saw that. I mean, it will eventually tell me what I missed. Or I can hit the button. There we go. Where is it? Saw another orange over here. It'll tell me. Alright, all the stairs done. I was a huge, huge fan of the Muppets. I wanted to be a Muppeteer when I was a kid. I remember when Jim Henson died, I sent in a letter and like a job application to be a Muppeteer. Had no idea what was involved in it, but I was just like, well, I can talk like Kermit the Frog. I can replace Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog. Hey, who's Kermit the Frog here? And you know, so I was like, all right, well, I can do that. And they were like never responded. I don't think so. They were probably like, yeah, no, kid. Sorry. It's all right. I had, you know, it's like you don't know. It's like when people are like, oh, you should be a voice actor. It's like, well, there's. I've met people who are like voice actors. Just because you do impressions doesn't mean you would be a good voice actor. Like you have to be able to act, you know. That's what everyone's like. Oh, I want to do this. And it's like, oh yeah. It's just something you learn over time. Bounced around personal favorite because I think too deep about it. But I am firm. The Last Jedi is the best of the new trilogy. I was very mad. They tricked me with the, and I knew they were tricking me. In the trailer for the last film, when C-3PO, they showed in the clip that like C-3PO was dying. And I don't know if anyone else was applauding when C-3PO died, or was supposedly dying. I don't know if anyone else did that in the theater, or if it was just me. People were like looking at me, and I was like, yeah, bye. And then of course he comes back like 2 minutes later, and I'm like, ah, you sons of bitches. I knew you were doing that. But they got me anyway. But for that brief moment of time, C-3PO was dead, and I was happy. Brought me joy. Alright, almost done with this level. Almost done. Yeah, you know, I'm really very ambivalent to pretty much all of the new trilogy. And then the prequels, I obviously like Revenge of the Sith because it has the most action. I think 9 was the worst of them all. It just seemed like they gave up. Probably, you know. And then, you know, you don't technically have Han Solo. So it's like kind of a rough one to sell, you know, to people, so. Where'd it go? This door? What am I missing here? Oh. What am I missing? All right. Oh, treads. Okay.
stairs. There we go. Anything else? Got you? Okay, we're good. Loot store? Did I not get this? Interesting. Alright. Sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't get this, I didn't get this. More. Ah, cute. Oh, hello. Hello, my friend. Maybe. Raw. Court wall panel. Courtyard wall panel. Oh. Master bedroom alcove. Oh yeah, missed those. And doorway. I definitely missed that too. There we go. Job 1 complete. Excellent. Job 1 is complete. What is that? Let's try that, huh? Let's do that. There we go. There we go. A nice time lapse. Ah. Now to take care of the skeletons in the front. Let's see. Great job, P0. P0. Uncle Owen says that you're heading into Mos Eisley next. I'll give you a lift in my speeder, but I'm not allowed there, 'cause you am whiny. Besides, I can feel the rumbling of a sandcrawler approaching. Uncle Owen's gonna need me for any negotiations. No, he's not. Mos Eisley Cantina. Hey, are you a cleaning droid honcho? Oh, good, because things got messy back there at the Cantina. There's a Guido that is, let's just say he's left a mess on the wall. Clean the whole place. I've already tossed her more than enough credits to cover it. You'll need to impress him quickly, though. He won't be a fan of yours. Not sure how you feel about Palpatine's return. Yeah, I lacked the philosophical creativity. They would do a movie about how he survived, but might be fodder. Yeah, I don't know that people would be, again, like, I don't know how people would be super interested in that, but yeah, I like Palpatine. And then it became kind of a joke because there's somebody who comes into my chat every once in a while named Hand Cannon, and I work with him, and basically kind of, well, I don't want to say I kind of joked a lot with him and teased him quite a bit to I work with him in real life. And I just did a bunch of stuff to do silly stuff and kind of work on humor and just make him feel less awkward. Even though by making him awkward, I made it less awkward. And he called me Emperor Palpatine because I was just trying to turn him. And so, yeah, I always kind of became partial to Emperor Palpatine after that. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I do feel like Palpatine a little bit. Oh, I just heard the Wilhelm scream. Ah! He doesn't like you, and I don't like you either. Let's see what's next. It's a little harder to read the steps. You count. There you go. There you go. Again, I am doing this incorrectly according to all power washers, power wash professionals.
I should be doing from the top down, so the water can run down and also help clean the stuff below it. But you know what? That's what we do. Palpatine is a great character, and that guy is an amazing actor, but it seemed like marketing over storyline. Yeah. It's like, I feel like the last movie, there was such backlash from 8 that episode 9 was like just all fan service, which, I'm fine for fan service. I am fine for fan service. But as long as you know, like, that's what it is, and okay. But yeah, it just seemed like there was such an uproar over that. They're like, we need to fix this, and fix this now. Give everybody what they want. And so, that's what I feel like they did. Hey, no droids allowed. What do you think you're doing? Ah, shut up. You know what I'm doing. Wookiee dialect translated. Relax, War, it's just a class 3 worker droid. It was. Left not feeling anything, where the other two triggered emotional controversy within the fan base. Yep. 1,000% agree. I agree. Alright, let's get the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. We power wash the ceiling. Alright. I hope everyone's doing okay today. I hope you guys are doing well. Everyone's just chilling out, relaxing, having a good time. That is what today is all about. Alright, that's good. That's done. Feeling nothing, not anything. I got you. Understood it. Understood. Yeah, too bad Vast isn't in here. Vast would, I think, really enjoy this conversation with you. Let's Mo. Vast is a good friend of the stream. He's in usually quite often. Been away for a little bit, but I think you guys would have some really interesting discussions together too, because he's very well thought, like you are as well. So I think there would be quite some conversations. Very articulate, very, again, philosophical, and just bring some cool stuff to the streams, just like you're doing. So I appreciate you being here. So thank you. Thanks for being here. I really enjoy having you here. I really appreciate you being here. So. Right now I'm listening to March of the Empire. Over on the other one. Okay, chair good. Wall, shelf good. Everything good over here, I think. Cup. Alright. I hate cleaning. I hate cleaning while I'm standing in the dirt. I don't like it. Gonna get my sneakers dirty. You thought you said it wrong, but you didn't. Nope, you're good. You are good. You're good, my friend. Welcome. What do you do if you don't mind me asking? Uh, Lawn, I'm guessing. Maybe you are you a landscaper by chance? I always ask questions too, so and feel free to not answer. Anyone that's in here, if I ask a question, you're always welcome to not answer or anything. I'm particularly curious. It's kind of like the nature of a comedian. We always ask questions and we ask a bunch of things, so we try to figure stuff out. All right, interest arch done. All right. Look at that wall. That wall getting all nice and clean. Come on, wall. There you go. Oh, you work in healthcare. Okay. Trying to start a diverse stream that kind of revolves around yard work. Nice, dude. Do you do that whole thing where you like go out and do people's yard work for free or whatever? Like, oh, this house is overrun. I'm gonna go mow their lawn for free. I'll definitely have to check out your channel. It is a slow start. Dude, it's so slow in the beginning. Always so slow. But just stay consistent and just enjoy it, and it will. People will find you. You know. Just do the things you need to do with it. Try to make it entertaining. Try to, or, informative. People stick around. Wish you don't have the time or energy. Maybe after retirement. Yeah. There are channels for that. Yeah, individuals do that. Yeah. Yeah, I watched some of those. That's kind of why I was wondering why. Well, so yeah, I think that's kind of cool. But now they blow up until like that's their work. They make so much. That's why they do it for free. Is because they're making all the money on YouTube. Shaman, you know how I feel about droids. Yep, I know how you feel about droids. But no one cares. Let's just make an exception this one time, okay? Okay. The Perillian's already paid, and we don't want any more Imperial sniffing around. You're viewing it as more of a hobby, so it doesn't get too frustrating. Yeah, I hear you. Just this once. Well, I will tell you, and you probably know this anyway, and this is not to discourage you in any way, shape, or form, but once you start doing anything that's a hobby and then money becomes involved, then it becomes a job. So like comedy for me, for example, was like, oh, it's really fun, and then all of a sudden you get good at it, and then it's like money's involved, now it's a job, and it's like, oh, okay, now I have to do it completely different. I've heard that from a lot of like YouTubers. But yeah, if you're not going to it for money at all, and you're just kind of letting it just do its thing, and that's great. But once you start like kind of looking into like the money of it, then it gets a little more, it can get a little more tricky. But I think that's great. I think that's great that you are in healthcare. You seem like good people. That's what I like. I like good people. That is what I like. I find good people cool. I don't know what I'm on,
but I'm going to jump on it. Ceiling beam. Done. Could probably switch nozzles and go to the Trident one. You like comedy, gaming, politics, culture, food, travel, so I'll try to integrate all that. Nice. That's a nice wide variety. You got a lot to work with. Yeah, it's good for finding people, definitely. Or for finding good people, sorry.
My brain is like, I don't know. I see words, but they don't word back. Oh, words.
It's nice. It's nice finding a nice community. That's so important. One of the reasons I kind of stopped streaming and doing comedy before was the community that I was somehow found myself in. I was like, I'm not enjoying this. And so I was like, I'm not enjoying these people, and it's not the people that I thought I had in my community. It's like you and texting on your phone, exactly. DJ for 10 years, so you got in healthcare, and towards the end, you no longer enjoyed partying. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I did. I DJ'd for a little while before I did comedy back in the day, and yeah, same thing. That's why people are like, "Oh, you want to go to a bar?" And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no bars for me." I've done so many. I had done so many bar gigs over the course of my career, like, and I just can't. I can't stand drunk people. I just can't. I can't. I don't want to be around them. No, thank you. I'm good. No drunk people for me, thank you. And that's not saying that I don't like, if people drink or whatever like that, I don't care. I just don't want to be around a large collection of drunk people anymore. People go, why? Like a buddy of mine was like, oh, dude, he goes, Brian, he goes, you'd be really good being a bartender. And I was like, oh, God, no. And he's like, wow, you'd be great at it. I'm like, I'm sure I would, but I would hate it. I just do not want to be around. So, like, as a comedian, even whether it's clubs or whatever, in the beginning you do, like, coffee houses and you do bar gigs or whatever, and then you go into, like, clubs and then, other venues, smaller theaters, larger theaters. You do, all sorts of different things. You do, corporate stuff, you do church stuff, you do, medical conventions. So you do all these different things, or I did anyway. Some people just stay in like bars. You would still do house parties, but they are a different scene. Weddings pay the best, of course. They're the worst to work. Yeah, I've done house parties for comedy, and boy, no, I DJing, sure, that makes more sense. But comedy is. I just got offered to do one recently, actually, a couple days ago. Someone was like, "Hey, you want to come do a comedy show at this house?" And I was like, "Nope, no, I don't." It's just like, because to me, and people seem to go, "Why don't you like, being around that sort of stuff?" And I go, "Well, for me, it's a job, right? That's my work. I do comedy and I whatever." And so the one thing the biggest thing I will say that can screw up your day at work, that is, my equivalent of, you know, the printer having no paper and no ink and whatever, or something like chaos happening at work, is as a result of drunk people. It's always drunk people talking, disrupting the show, disrupting the flow, fights, someone's got to get kicked out, people are emotional, whatever. So it's like, that was always like the biggest thing that do it.
that would kind of like screw up your day, your job. And so it's like, I just learned, like, I don't want that. Like, hey, you want to go hang out in a place where, where the worst thing that could happen to your job is happening every day? And I'm like, no, 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 I don't want that. Even though my job wouldn't be comedy, but that's why I hated doing, after a while, club gigs. And then I have another reason too, which, I don't know, as far as streaming purposes how much I can say, but I will say I was at a club, and you know the expression, "Oh, I'm killing it." Comedians say, "Oh, I killed it" or whatever. Um, a killing at the club. Well, there was someone killed at the club, and it wasn't comedy related, but you know, there was a just say some gun violence at a show I was at, and it was I was stupidly um, next to the person about 20 minutes before it happened. I'll try to tell it in a way that doesn't get flagged or whatever. So I was doing a show, second show on a Saturday night at this place called the Madhouse Comedy Club, and it was in San Diego. And smaller crowd, so like some of the comics will sit in the seats just to be closer to the stage, fill in the audience a little bit, but not like in the front or anything. And I'm sitting there just waiting for my spot, and I look over next to me, and there's this table full of people that are just kind of talking. And so I look over, and there's this guy, and he just starts staring at me. And for some reason, I was like, oh, well, staring contest. Yeah, dude, I'll do a staring contest with you, whatever, Not spoken, but I was just like, I'll stare back. So I start staring back at this guy. And as a comedian, you learn to read people, right? That's one of the biggest things over the years. You learn to read people's body language. You learn to read their eyes. And so you can kind of tell naturally, if things are going well, things are not going well, whether you should shift or whatever. And so I started looking into this guy. We're doing a stupid staring contest because I'm trying to be whatever. And then I see him like, oh, this dude's angry. Like, really, really, really angry. Like something's going to happen. Like, he's going to say something to me and be aggressive towards me if I keep doing this. And it, like, really freaked me out. And so I was like, okay, nope, you win, Looked away. A few minutes later, my time to go on stage. I go up and do my thing. And then because his group was talking a lot, they got asked to leave. And so I left. And they got asked to leave about 10 minutes or so after I got off stage. And I left immediately when I was done, because that's, usually you don't stick around for the second show if you don't have to. If you want to just get home, because it's like, whatever. There's not a lot of people. You're not going to sell a lot of merch or whatever. So I take off. 10 minutes after my set, they kind of basically kick this guy and his table out. And as they get out there, he starts arguing with the person he's with. And then they're walking along. And then someone comes up to just be like, hey, everything okay? And so he immediately, at that point, decides to go bang bang, and right outside the club, and one of the people was a Navy SEAL, and he did not survive, and also went bang bang to another person right there. They didn't even really do anything. They were just kind of mostly walking by, and he didn't really like them for whatever reason. He decided he didn't really like them. And so he just, like I said, went bang bang. Um, and like I said, the Navy SEAL didn't make it. The other person did. And, you know, 20 minutes ago, I was sitting there like an idiot, like a jackass, going, "Come on, man, you want to do a staring contest?" You know, without saying it. And so, yeah, that kind of made me go, you know, maybe I don't need to be around clubs as much anymore. You know, I had done enough clubs at that point. Like maybe I'll go to places where people generally aren't under the influence of a lot of things. And so that was like, I mean, I still did clubs, but I stopped with the staring contests. That's for sure. And I just was very, very, very cautious. And the places, I was much more selective with the places that I decided to perform at. And you can look it up if you Google Madhouse Comedy Club, San Diego, and then you know, the shoot-ing, whatever. And I don't know. Again, I don't know how much I can like say on here without like getting flagged for stuff. So that's why I'm trying to be weird about the way I'm saying certain words. But yeah, it was crazy. And so I was like, yeah, I don't. Just kind of changed, like I said, my whole perspective on that stuff. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to do this. And yeah, and like I said, just looking at them 20 minutes prior, just being like, "Oh, staring contest, okay, I'll do that," because I'm just being dumb. Yeah, just they weren't really doing anything. They just came by and he just went boom. He went bang bang. It's not like he got into this big argument or anything. He just was like, and so that, you know, I always remember that. I always. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be around drunk people. I don't need to. I don't need to be around people on other substances. I think he was on more than just being drunk. I don't remember. I believe he went to prison. No, this was probably, I want to say maybe 2017. Hello, Weezer. I find a great disturbance in the force. How are you, my friend? Welcome back to the channel. Did they have another one last year? That's what I want to know. Yeah, you never know, Cactus. Oh my gosh, really? Alright, I gotta look that up real quick. I'm gonna leave the nice relaxing sound. I just want to see. Okay, so 2019 was the one I was talking about. Man sentenced to 126 years plus life for shooting the Navy guy. No, that's 2017. 2017. So he was sentenced in 2019. But yeah, 2017. Yeah, the Horton Plaza one. Oh, there was one in the Comedy Zone 3 years ago. Interesting. And then there was one at the Comedy Store. Like, yeah, dude. Like, no, I'm good. I am good. Yeah, but at the one I had, yeah, the one I was at was 2017. So yeah, that was not that was not cool. So yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, maybe I don't need to. I mean, I was kind of tired of doing clubs anyway. But that's when you go, what am I doing? You know, that's when you go, what am I doing here? And I mean, yes, you can't live in fear, but I also want to be, be smart and just. I mean, I've seen so many fights at clubs. Stained glass on the ceiling. That was, I think that's the new one then. And it was Madhouse Comedy Club. Ooh, as my voice goes up. Let me see. Interesting. It was at Horton Plaza. I think that maybe had the stained glass. I'm trying to remember. Because I was at both of their clubs. They moved their location from that one, which was in Horton Plaza, which was this enormous, like ridiculous shopping mall. It was like seven stories and just whatever. And then they moved it across the street to where it used to be a, I'd say a Hard Rock Cafe, I think it was. But yeah, so if you do Madhouse Comedy Club, Horton Plaza, and then that, that should come up. It was 2017, the one I was talking about. So. But yeah, I guess 801 4th Avenue. Yeah. Huh. That's crazy. Interesting. Well, glad I'm not doing that anymore there anymore. I am glad I am not performing there anymore. That's for sure. For many reasons, that just being one of them. Interesting. I'll have to look again for that. So every time I keep looking, it just shows me the other one. For the Navy SEAL. Hey, Win, welcome back. How are you? Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Win is back. Hey, welcome back, Win. How are you, my friend? Today, we are celebrating the dark side of the Force. Outer bar hood. Inner bar hood. You're the biggest fan? Well, Okay, Melissa, we'll be here. Well, glad to hear that. Thank you so much, there, Win. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome back. All right. Guess it must be. Stop. I'm stuck. What is it? Does this count? Oh, that does count. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Now we're getting it nice and clean. Now we're getting it. I remember when you said you play Powerwash Simulator. Yes. Yes, I do. And I am playing it today and probably tomorrow. I got some of the Star Wars DLC. There we go. Look at you. Hey, look at you. Fume extractor. Fume extractor guy. Alright, now let's clean this up nice and pretty. It's when you just get kind of pulled away. You're like, oh, I'm doing this side. And then you just kind of get drawn in. Oh, now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing this. I think all this... Alcove wall. So that's back there. Okay. I think we're pretty good inside that bar area. So let's get some of the floor. Yeah, they're very... you're my third biggest fan? Okay. Well, I don't judge. To me, you're all my biggest fans. And I am a fan of you guys. This game is very addicting and very satisfying. That's what I said, like, I never would have bought this game originally. I was like, who on earth why would you play this? And then I got it for free somewhere. It must have been in the PlayStation Store or something. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what caused me to try it. Oh, thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that. Like, I don't even know what caused me to try it, what caused me to play it, and I was like, well, let's check it out. And then I was like, okay, this is strangely like you said, satisfying and addictive. And then if you're ever trying to like unwind, it's just such a great thing to do. I'll have like a nice little beverage of my choice, and then I'll just play this, and the stress and the hours just kind of melt away. And then some levels you're like, oh my gosh, can I please be done? But some of them you're just like, this is so nice. Like, I will do this again and again. And it's a really, like I said, they have the little time lapse of your cleaning to go from like dirty to clean at the end, and you're like, oh, that's really cool to watch. So yeah, it just feels, there's something about it's really, really satisfying. Gotta go. Good luck on the stream. Thank you, Win. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Well, I gotta get these stairs. They're right here, and that part's already clean, so, you know. Can't have dirty and clean together. Gotta get them. But yeah, it's so nice. You know what? I'm gonna switch nozzles. And I mean, I could use the, I could use this one. I don't like this one as much. A weird, like, I don't really like this this one nearly as much. All right, let's use the powerful one, the Trident. Get some distance, so it's a good way to clean from a distance and fast. So if you're in a hurry, you use this one. If you're not in a hurry, then you just take your time with the other one. Look at that. This is just a nice, fast way to do it. But if you want to kind of, like I said, mellow out a little and zone out and just take your time. But there's some where it's like, it's so big and so much stuff. You're like, okay, let's get this thing. All right, let's get these. Again, I try not to use this one up close because it's not as efficient. There we go. Right on the table. All right. Now, for you. All right, let's do this. There we go. Very nice, very nice. There it is. Got a little wall, little window. These things have I don't know what those are, but alright, so that one's it's instrument, that's instrument, that's instrument, those are all good, okay. So you can just kinda a little faster. It's like two types of people usually. It's like there's the really slow ones and then there's the ones who are like, yeah, I got this. But this is such a great way, this game is such a great way to relax. I'm so glad I played it. And then, like I said, the first game has a bunch of DLC, although they did recently take the Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider one off, and they took another one off due to licensing. But they still have like the SpongeBob and all of those on there. And then the second game, which is this one, was just they also have free DLC, which is just these other like town maps or whatever. Wrong button. And sometimes they have a lot of grime, so you can do the soap on them. Alright, let me just do this one. It's a little too close, I think. A little too close. Alright. Floor. But yeah, some are like some things are like rusted, and like regular wash you gotta do either like the super high pressure one or up close, or you can use like the soap. And wall. Oh yeah. Little crocodile head. Alright, I didn't see you. Did not see you there, my friend. There we go. A little tighter spray. Up we go. Down we go. Yeah, I just remember playing this and then just getting so into it, and then my girlfriend was like, "What are you playing? And why do you keep playing this? It's amazing." That is amazing. Okay. Oh, nice. This is so nice. Welcome, everybody. If you're new to the stream, my name is Brian. I do voice impressions. I will do a couple for you in just a second. But I am a voice impressionist, a stand-up comedian, and so we talk comedy, we talk voices, we do a bunch of variety gaming, we do some cozy gaming, we do some not so cozy gaming. We play all sorts of things. Try to stream. How many maps came out today? I think this has 5 or 6 in the Star Wars pack, and then there's another additional free DLC that they did. They did another free DLC, which is nice. So yeah, I do a bunch of different types of gaming. I try to stream every day if I can, but not always possible. I do have chronic pain and chronic fatigue, so sometimes that affects that. But welcome to my stream. So if you like that, you like comedy, you like gaming, and just having a little bit of fun and voices, consider maybe liking or subscribing at some point in the future. And that would be awesome. So sometimes I do different voices. So one of my favorites is always Peter Griffin from Family Guy, right? So we do the Family Guy ones. We have Peter. We have Joe Swanson. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You're looking good. Have you lost weight? And you have Glenn Quagmire with giggity giggity giggity. All right. Hey, Peter, check it out. All right. And then you have Cleveland Brown. Oh, you guys are crazy. Look, you're doing all the little bit of power washing. And then you have Herbert with, I was just wondering, have you seen Luke Skywalker around? Wondering if he's ever going to come back. You got him, and you got the, hey Brian, how's it going? Yeah, you get any cool whip with your water? Hmm? Why you say it like that, Stewie? Say what? Cool whip. Cool whip. And you got Brian and Stewie. And then you got, oh no, they took Bruce. I know. So you got Bruce. And he's like, oh, that's okay. We have lightsabers and blaster pistols. We're not that mean, though. It's okay. You can do it if you want to. I know. So then you get that. And then we also have some other voices and other shows. Like we have Homer Simpson. Oh, Homer. If you like The Simpsons, we do a lot of Simpsons ones. We have Mr. Burns. Smithers, how's that crime coming? Sir, it's almost gone. Excellent. Release the stormtroopers. Sir, we don't do that. Get that. You get a bunch. So there's a bunch from The Simpsons. You get some real life actors. My name is Morgan Freeman. Well, I'd like to tell you that Brian was able to clean this nice and easily, and that everybody enjoyed it. I'd like to tell you that. But Star Wars ain't no fairy tale.
And you got Alan Rickman, Severus Snape. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are power washing inside of Mos Eisley Space Cantina. We're in that, So there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of different voices that I do. So if you like any of that sort of stuff, like I said, consider subscribing. If not, you want to just hang out, you want to lurk, happy to have you here. You want to chat, happy to have you chat. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. Oh yeah. Got everything in here? Nope. Not everything. Now I think that might be everything. That might be everything now. Cup, lamp, credits. I can go out on a limb and say that's everything. See if we can get this wall done. Get the wall done, Brian. Almost done. This one. There we go. Wall gear. Alright, done. Lamp. Anything else on the outside? I think that's everything on the outside. And now we go into the little alcoves. A little comm link, got that. Pick these out. Chairs. I do like getting the floors. Floors are probably my favorite thing to do. I don't know why. They just happen to be that. Because then you just see like such a big difference. Alright. That's everything. I think so. That's everything on the table. That. Oh, they don't have one on that side. Interesting. There's those. Ding. I need you to ding, please. Or you already done? You already done? Yeah, you are. All right. I live for the ding. Oh, nice. Very nice. There we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. That's what we do. Beautiful. Look at that. That's so beautiful. Now instead of being a dingy, disgusting place, now it's just a dingy place. This lamp needs to be done. There it is. Alright, that one's done. Next. Next one. The next one is in here. Skywalker. Young Jedi. This is so relaxing. It's just such a great game. Funny, this is actually kind of what got me into like cozy games. A little bit more anyway. I always kind of like cozy games, but this one really just turned it up to a whole new level. So I think the blue would be normally more difficult to do if you just did the normal one. Lord Gunamart.
Welcome, Matthew. It is I, Emperor Palpatine.
How are you?
I sense a great disturbance in the force.
How you doing there, Mackie? You doing all right? I call you Mazzy. Mazzy, but you're not Mazzy, you're Mackie. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Now, gotta say hello with Peter Griffin, you know. That's, he's a guy who says hi. Hope you're having a good day. That's good. We're just playing a little Star Wars DLC on the Powerwash simulator.
That's right. It's so much fun and relaxing. I get to calm down and wear this skirt.
Oh, Lois, she's, she's doing her thing. She's out drinking in the kitchen. That's what she does. She's like, "Oh, Peter, do your thing." I don't do I don't do a Lois impression, but sometimes I can sound like her a little bit. But that's how it works. I'm here with Joe. Joe's playing along too.
Hey, what's happening, Mac? How you doing? All right. Hey, Peter, when's my turn to play?
I soon, Joe. Don't worry, Joe. What fruit does she drink? 100. She likes the booze, as the kids say.
That's right. Oh, you said booze. Sorry, I thought you said something else, Peter. Yeah. All right.
No, Quagmire, I didn't say boobs. I said booze. Oh, you guys are nasty talking about Lois like that when she's in the other room. That's all right, Cleveland. She's so drunk she won't even know. You could even say this right to her face. She wouldn't have a clue. Well, in that case, I might go into the kitchen. Oh, no. He just said that. Yeah, I think we all agree with Quagmire, but technically I'm not allowed to say that because, I'm married to her, Can't have that.
Oh, hey, Brad. What are they talking about?
Nothing, Stewie. They're just having a good time.
No, they're talking about boobs.
No, Stewie, we're not talking about boobs. We're talking about booze. That's different. So, yeah. Our day's going all right. We're just having a little fun.
Well, look who it is. It's my young apprentice. Welcome, Hand Cannon.
Hey, Hand Cannon, how you doing?
Yes, my master.
We were talking about you a little earlier in the stream.
Good. I find I can feel your hatred growing. Take this controller, strike me down with all your hate, and your transformation to the dark side will be complete.
Oh, of course, always good things, dude. Oh, always good things. I was just saying how when we used to work together, that's kind of when the Emperor Palpatine thing kind of kicked in, That's kind of what I was doing,
Yeah, it was nothing like crazy, Oh, that's right. Dropkick Stewie.
Yes.
Yes, my young apprentice.
Yep, that's when it all kind of happened. The evilness that started to come from Hand Cannon was all fostered and encouraged from somebody who may or may not look or sound like me. Not saying
Back when you were young and nice. Yep. Yeah, we had to. We certainly couldn't have that now, could we? Can't have you being young and nice.
Give me those plans.
So yep, I had to just kind of. You'll see we are in Moss Eisley, by the way. There was a kind of messy situation. Apparently, somebody was, you know, having an argument about some space credits in Jabba the Hutt, and somebody shot first. There we go. Entrance wall, bar connecting pipe. Are you a bar connecting pipe? I can't tell. Kind of hard to see when they're loading. Are you? Oh, the there the entrance wall. And alcohol. Oh, I did not see that one, my friend. Nice of them to leave their pistol on the table. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, why would you do that? You're almost asking for it right there. Oh, look at this. What is this? This is a Powerwash simulator. And that is a time lapse of me just cleaning the Moss Eisley cantina. Where you'll never find a more wretched scum and, what is it? Wretched scum and villainous? We must be cautious. How are you, cool guy? Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Hand Cannon and Cool Guy are in. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Oh, at that time. Oh, at that time. It's at that time. Time to do. I only get $380 for cleaning an AT-AT? Are you kidding me? Remember the last two live streams? You remember the last two live streams, don't you? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I did a stream. I did Pal World. Oh, here. Let me see. Let me switch this back. Let's go back to here again for the people on there. So I did Pal World last night, and yesterday I did the supermarket cleanups game, and then I was doing some of the other ones, the other cleanup games. Oh, sorry.
Droid, following our overwhelming victory at Blizzard 3, AT-AT is at the rendezvous point, fully operational and standing down. Extraction protocols have been initiated. Begin decontamination and lubrication process.
All right, I'll do that. I hope I get to, like, spray a tauntaun. Oh, well, that's pretty. Well, that is pretty. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the top. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think this is too far away. I don't know. It's not tall enough to get on top. That one is. This one is. Alright, here we go. This one's gonna be interesting. This one's going to be interesting. Whoa, made the jump. Alright. Ooh, this one needs some cleaning. There we go. Yeah, we're just having a little fun today. Just having a little bit of fun. I don't want to just go backwards because I don't want to fall off. I'm kind of just doing a little square pattern. Yes, there we go. Roof armor. Guess you count as roof armor. Get the vents, get the intakes. Yeah. You know, that's what they say. People always forget the roof atmosphere intakes. Boy, is that a problem, right? That's what I'm saying. Always forgetting the roof atmosphere intakes. Yep, always forgetting those. We have any, oh, look at that over here. Hello. I saw you. Like that. Trying to get this last little... What am I missing? I guess... Maybe some trim? Yeah, I think there's some trim over there, maybe. Yeah, there might be some trim. There it is. Yep, that's where they get you. That's where they get you, you know? This is pretty cool. I think this one's going to take a while. I think this one's going to take a while. We will be switching to the Trident hose. I would almost guarantee it with this one. The roof hatch. Alright, there we go. When you're done there, the starter story behind you needs clearing too. Oh my god! Well, one of them is going to be an X-Wing, and one's going to be the Millennium Falcon. And then one is like the Star Destroyer bridge room or whatever. So that's going to be something. I have not got the X-Wing yet in the Star Destroyer. Yeah. So I think those are the next 3. They might be the next 3. This is my 3rd one, so I think there's like 6 levels. And so yeah, it's going to be an X-Wing, a Star Destroyer bridge, and the Millennium Falcon. Millennium Falcon. Too bad it's not C-3PO. So I'll just leave them all dirty. They're like, well, guess I'll never beat in this game. Either that or I just disconnect the wires. Oh, so sorry. Ew, what's happening? You're supposed to... I say... The final boss is to dip C-3PO in lava. Yes, please. Yeah, this is gonna be... There's gonna be some work. Ain't getting paid by the hour here, boys. Oh, look at that. Look at this. So nice. So nice. So nice, so clean. That's right. Young Skywalker. There we go. Roof honor. What do we got over here? It's probably roof armor on the back here. Yep, that's what it looks like. Yep. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen that. Yes, sigh. Yeah, exactly, dude. Sorry, I just saw that. Well, it looks like here you get your classic case of roof armor. All right, let's There we go. It's time. Time to break out the big gun. Oh boy. Lots of little things on the side, eh?
Sense a great disturbance in the force.
Alright. Down you go. Cockpit access tube. I wonder if we can get like most of the stuff on top. Be able to the rest from the side and the bottom. South hangar captured, sir, but we're unable to prevent a Corellian freighter's escape. Over.
What the hell are you guys doing? Do something.
Understood. The Star Destroyers will pick it off soon enough.
Why, you losers. Yes. You are all losers. How dare you?
Alright. And you. Oh, hello. What's going on under here? Like I said, kids, always get the undercarriage. Always wash the undercarriage. Very important. Alright. I enjoy. Oh. Okay, let's get all this down here. All this goodness. Oh, hello. Hello. What do you have for me, my friends? What do you have? Yeah, anything that's like really this big is kind of like, oh boy. Gonna be a lot of work. And you gotta move the ladders around and the scaffolding around. And, oh boy, a lot of work. Anything else over here that I need to see? What about over here? How about you? That seems to be decent. Shall I look there? Alright, well, let's just get the top here. Let's get the top done. And, oh, don't fall off, by the way. Do not fall off. That will not be pleasant. Even though nothing will happen in this game, you just have to climb back up. Nobody likes doing that. Nobody likes to fall down and have to climb all the way back up. Alright. Go. Almost done. There we go. There we go. Look at that. We're getting there. Alright, let's get in there. You gotta get all the nooks and crannies. Dude, the ones that have all of that, like the Warhammer ones, there was a Warhammer one, with some big ass ship, and it just was, everything just had these little like nooks and crannies, and you had to do this lever to move this, and flip this open, and make this drawbridge open, and this and that, and then this one will close. And you gotta get this side of it, and then you gotta click here and do that. That was probably like my least favorite of any of these. But can we just not do this? Like, I am done with this one. That one was not fun. That and like there was like a Ferris wheel one and Powerwash Simulator 1. It was like, oh my god, can you please? There were a couple. There was like a carousel one. I was like, okay, we can be done with this. And oh, hello. The Ferris wheel one, I was like, yep, we can be done with this one too. Yeah, that Ferris wheel one sucked. And, yeah. I think most people tend to agree. It's like, you want something that has some detail, because you also don't want, like, these really, really big ones where you're just in the same kind of area for a while. Like that? Okay, we got the other one. The other one's good. The ad break is finishing now. You will take me to Java now. The ad break is finishing now. Okay. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Get it all nice and clean. Hey, get in there nice and clean. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, get it all nice and clean like that. That on the side. You're gonna have to work a little magic here, I think. Yeah. Those I think we're gonna have to do from the side. I don't think there's any way around that. So let's get over here and work on this one a little bit. Alright, get in there. Clean, clean, clean. How's the power washing going? It's going. We're now on an AT-AT on Hoth Ice Planet. It's a little bit of work, but that's what they all are. Alright. We're enjoying it, though. Welcome back, Mackie. Ooh, hello. Just out on the blasters. You know, that's how you do. Just get out on the blasters. Alright. I'll try to get as much of the stuff here as possible. So that it'll be easier and I don't have to get so detailed later. So that when I go under the hood, totally what you do. Absolutely. That's the life of a power washer in the Star Wars world. That's what we do. We're just de-icing it, you know. A little bit of salt, a little bit of whatever, so. I think I'm pretty good with the top side, I think. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah, I think that works. Hey, Hazel!
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
How are ya? Good to see you. How you doing today? We are washing. We are washing an AT-AT in Star Wars. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Actually, it's I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was your line.
Yes, my master. Ooh. Yeah, this one right here is gonna be the lifesaver. So I don't have to be like super up close. Just gotta be somewhat steady with my aim, which, well, you know, sometimes that happens and sometimes it's not. It definitely helps.
Have you ever been that close to Lord Vader before?
Oh yeah, we go in the sauna all the time. Hey Vader, how you doing?
Hello, Peter. I sense something is burdening.
Yeah. I had these nachos earlier, and they're kind of burdening me. All right. Okay. Cut it out, you two. That's what they say in this game. All right. How you doing? How's your day going, Hazel? Oh, sidearmor's almost done. Sidearmor's almost done.
Yeah, side armor's done.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Come on. Oh. Oh. No. That side armor's almost done. There's probably some stuff. I'll get a little lower. Let's get a little lower, shall we? Get a little lower. One more rung lower. Oh yeah, now that's the good stuff right there. Thank you. Yeah, that's what. I was like, well, I want to play all the Star Wars music, and we'll just see how it goes. I know they can be a little stingy and tricky with that. And so we just be careful. We'll probably end up. Ooh, got it. Got it. We'll probably end up moving this scaffolding over. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do that. Actually, most of the time you have to do that. There we go. I could probably move it closer. But I don't want to. But I probably will. So I can get in and get the undercarriage. You know how it is. You know how it is. As we keep saying in the stream, make sure you wash the undercarriage. All right. All right, there we go. You don't want your AT-AT stinking. That's the worst. You know, you're like, hey, what? Oh man, your at is stinking. Did you wash your undercarriage?
Yeah, yeah, totally did, totally.
I don't know. That's way up in there. You got to get way up in there. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some movement. We're gonna need to move some things around. We're gonna need to get a little more detailed. But that's okay. And I don't care. Oh wow, it's almost 1 o'clock. Almost 1 o'clock already. That's crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Now remember, kids, after a battle, it's important to take care of your ship. And always wash your undercarriage. All right, I think I'm gonna move this one. And I'm gonna take this one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Yeah, let's see where we're at. Yeah, that works a little better. Oh, the hip. Gotta get the hip. The more you know, exactly. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got a ding there. Come on. This thing is friggin' huge. All right. It's a little harder to be as controlled on this one. All right. We get it. Right there. All right. Let's get in there. Man, that's way up there. We gotta get way up in there. So I will probably end up playing this later on tonight. If people are interested. Nobody's interested. I just may play it off stream and just have fun and relax. And I will not be wearing this insanely heavy, warm cloak. This thing is warm. I'm going to take it off and then there's just going to be smoke just come billowing off. Working for the man every night and day, but I never lost a minute of sleep. People out of there, jumping out there, big wheels keep on turning, and it keeps on churning, rolling, rolling, rolling to the rebels. Yes, I wanted to work on these. That's exactly right. I wanted to work on this. What do you think he was doing here? unusual for someone of this stature to be part of a ground assault. Don't ask questions. Yeah, don't ask questions. Listen to your squad mate, cadet. Toe flap. How is your toe flap? Are you keeping your toe flap clean? Yes, make sure it's clean. Ah, yes. Get in there, get that toe flap, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do that. Alright. Bring it down. Alright, I like it, I like it. Let's get this toe flap. You all the foot pad, I guess? Yes, you are. Let's go, yeah. Let's get this foot pad done. Jeez, these are a lot. These are a lot. Wait, that's foot pad too? Ow. No. And of course this is foot pad. Of course this is foot pad. There we go. Alright. Get in there. It is almost time for some lunch, ladies and gentlemen. Almost time. That's exciting. And by lunch, I mean breakfast. That's what we're going to do. And then, it's also almost time for cactus. For the atomic cactus stream, which I'm excited about. No idea what cactus is playing today. But gonna look forward to it. If you don't know who Atomic Cactus is, well, Atomic Cactus is my best friend. Yep. Cactus is funny. We like cactus. Ankle? Okay. What goes here? Yep. We all hang out. All 97 of us. Susan and Cactus get along. Cactus and Susan get along. So that's good. Makes it fun. All right. Oh, we won't talk about the other 98 now. Yeah, definitely not. They don't really matter. But, you know, we're glad they're there. Oh, we're going to get back to the toe flaps. Oh, and I got an automated lift, automatic lift, I should say, mechanical lift. There we go. Well, that'll help with the undercarriage. Just get in that bad boy and... Yeah, let's do it. Well, your rocket is large. All right, let's wash the undercarriage of your rockets. Oh, your rear drive motor joint. Yes, that is that was a large one. Oh, there's so much. There's so much to get here. There's so much. Look at that. Hey, Mel. It is Powerwash Simulator 2. This is actually not a blanket, but it is a cloak. It is a Sith robe from Star Wars. And I say, it's just a... Looks like a blanket. It's huge and it's really heavy. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. It's Mel.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Mel is here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Mel. It is I who told your friends, allowed your friends to know the secret location of my base. And this is indeed Powerwash Simulator 2. There's some new... Oh, you thought it was a blanket? Nope, it's definitely a... I can see why you would think it's a blanket, but it is not. It is an actual... Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. It's so hot. Ah. Woo. The hood. Big old hood. And yeah, so this is it. I am in costume. I will not be tonight. This is the only time I'm doing this. This is the only time I'm doing it. Because this is really warm. But yeah, we're having fun. A little Powerwash Simulator 2. This DLC that just came out today. Along with, they have some new free maps too. This is a Star Wars DLC pack. It was $9.99, and I was like, well, gotta get it. I buy all the DLC, whether I know it or don't. And this I obviously happen to know. I know Star Wars. But like Adventure Time, which was their last one, I had no idea. I'd never watched it, but got it anyway. And so, yeah, it's really, really cold in the heat. Exactly. Yep, that's Palpatine. And I'm just ripping through all this water. Trying to stay hydrated and cool. Mm-hmm. $10, yep. And I think it's 6 levels. And this is level 3 that I'm on. And they're all famous locations in the Star Wars world. And from the original Star Wars, and this one's from Empire Strikes Back. Oh my gosh, there's so much dirt. So much dirt. Who did this? Who allowed this to happen? They should be fired. And water is my friend today, that is for sure. Absolutely. Hello, water, my old friend. It seems I'm thirsty once again. And this stupid cloak that's covering me is making me hot and sweaty.
And I just fell off the scaffolding I used, and I am bruised. It's the Star Wars science. I'll work on toe flaps, yes I will. As my sense to play it kills. Yep, that's how it works. Oh yeah. Look at how nice, look at how nice, look at how nice.
Yeah, this one's not as I don't think as visually like satisfying because the colors are like some of the other ones have like really nice colors and different thing, but this is all kind of a similar. Everything's kind of like gray and beige and ice and dirt.
Come here, come here. But, you know, we don't choose it. We don't choose this life chooses us. Alright. And it is almost time for the cactus show, so I don't know how much longer
I'm not gonna finish this on this stream, that's for sure. And then I don't know how much of this I will stream, but I don't know how much interest there is. I think people want to see something a little more. But ice start. Yep, ice start. That is a technical term that I have made up. Scientifically, it is ice start. So, I want to like stream stuff that people want to watch, but I also want to do stuff that I want to play. So it's like this. There's kind of this. Well, like, well, do I do this? Do I not do this? So. That's the downside of trying to stream. It's like, oh, what do people like? Oh, but I want to play this, but most people don't want to watch that or whatever. So you have to kind of go, well, too bad, I'm doing it anyway. Or you go, well, I guess I'll play it afterwards. Sand castles and ice. Well, who doesn't? Everyone makes ice sand castles, right? Gosh, these legs are so dirty. Why are you so dirty, legs? Why? Why are you so dirty? Whew. Alright, let's try. Ooh, a little soap. Maybe a little soap helps. A little soap. A little soap. No, I don't think that matters. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this. Oh, looking good. That ankle, a nice looking. What a nice looking ankle we have there. What am I, oh, I'm like, what am I on? I'm on the ladder. Like, how am I levitating all of a sudden? Large upper leg, knee joint, lower leg, ankle. Rotator crack, that's good. Working that ankle. Ah, it's the new power. There's the ankle. Is there a ladder? What is this? Oh, yeah. Up we go. Whoa! Yeah, baby. Look at me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're in a nice little bungee swing set. Why do we head south? All the large transporters go north. Yeah, bungee swing set. Side armor, huh? That's what you're calling it? Alright. I was going to call it armor from the side. Yes. Very helpful. Very helpful. Very, 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 very helpful. Oh, so nice. So nice. Let's get all the side armor, shall we? What's nice is usually the bigger the project, it'll like won't require to be as detailed to get everything, which is nice. And the sporting hatch. There it is. There we go. Oh, this is nice. This thing is my new best friend right here. Oh, I can't go any farther to the right. Whoa. You're not my new best friend. I hate you. You lied to me. You let me down. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Get that underside panel, shall we? Very nice. Okay, we'll be here. Point of view when Mel has the water balloon fight. Nice. Nice. So I changed my logo and I have it updated on Twitch right now. I'm curious if people like it. I've got a couple of people said they saw it and what they think about it. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to go with that instead of the other one that I have. I think it's a little more. Everything is so pretty and shiny. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. This does not. What else do we have over here? Oh, all this is part of the upper leg. Gotcha. Yes, you decide. There we go. Underneath. Unless. Oh, hey, there we go. A little bit there. Up, up, up. No, no, no. Up. Up. You find a magical way to fly and find your base. Water Wars. That is Good question. Leg support. Oh. Okay, there we go. Get in there. Get in there. Ooh, gotta get in there. Gotta get in there. Have we found anything stubborn to clean yet? Kinda in it right now, actually. Underneath the AT-AT here. Like you gotta get all of that in there. It's not like you can just fly up in there. And welcome back, by the way. You too can clean like Brian. Just put on a costume and power wash. That's right. That's what I do. Side on this one. Getting a little bit. That's what the stormtroopers are for. They should be helping. They should. That is some work. Yeah, this one is some work. Not gonna lie. This one is some work. Hey, we got the large upper leg, finally. Let's see if we can get the side panel real quick. Alright, there we go. And nice and clean and shiny. And nice and clean and shiny. Don't forget the honey. Make it nice and clean and shiny. Alright. Can't forget that. Yeah, it's too bad they all fall asleep. Alright, that, I think that's, oh, what was that? What was that? What was, oh, reserve tank. Ah, are you trying to sneak? Trying to sneak? Yeah, sometimes it just becomes easier to just hit the button for the orange so you can just see it. Just make sure you get it. Everything starts to blend together. Spendy hose. Spendy hose, come on. Alright, there's something. Oh, getting there. Ooh, come on. Almost done. Almost. 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 It was just paint, remember. That was just paint. Totally just paint. That was totally just paint. There was no accidents. There was no attacking or shootings of stormtroopers or Rebel Alliance, anything like that. All just good, clean, harmless fun with paintballs. All just paintball fun. That's what it was. Yes, paintballs. The preferred bullets of stormtroopers everywhere. Totally. Hey, welcome back, Blocks. How are you? Okay. Let's get this upper leg. Come on. Large upper leg. Large upper leg. One large upper leg, please. One large upper leg. Got it. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. And here we go. What else we have? We have that. All right. I think we're getting there. And the hip. Small upper leg. We get small. Have I seen the Dark Kermit meme? Yes, I have. It's pretty cool. Oops. Oh. All right, we're getting some dings now at least. That's good. Always a little more motivating when you start hearing that little bell. Like Pavlov's dog. And what it is. Oh yeah, this is getting into all the good spaces. All the hidden little nooks and crannies up in there. There we go. Look at that. That is some work, my friends. That is some work. Small upper leg. Huh? Alright, I gotta get in the air. What do you think you would say in a time like this? That's a good question. Probably F this thing. It's time to go. That's probably... let's see. There's the upper leg. Yeah, my brain is shot at this point. Where I'm like, you gotta hit me with those questions like the first hour, the first 2 hours, and after a while, my brain just kind of goes, all right, you're done. You're done being clever. My brain is used to being like clever for like an hour and a half at a time. And then it goes, yeah, we're good, we're done. That's why I should probably do shorter streams, but. Speaking of which, it is time, because Cactus will be starting very, very shortly. So with that, I am going to say thank you to everybody who came by and visited, those who followed, and those who liked the stream, those who came by and chatted. So thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Blocks. Thank you, Let's Mo. I don't know what to call you. Maybe Mo. Maybe we'll call you Mo. Thank you, Cactus. I'll see you in a few minutes in your stream. And thank you, Hand Cannon. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you guys for all being here and coming by and saying hi. And I will catch all of you, if you're not in Cactus's stream, then I will catch all of you maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow. So thanks again for being here. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm not sure if we'll play this again tomorrow. I would like to, but I don't know how much people liked it. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful